Hello all and welcome to Duplicate Success International Monday Night Webinar. Today is Monday, January 2nd, 2017. My name is Randy Crebs, Executive Gold Director from Salt Lake City, Utah. I have the distinct honor of introducing the host of tonight's webinar. He is a very well-respected business leader and mentor in this industry. You will definitely want to have your pen and paper out, sitting up, paying attention, and taking notes as you learn how this industry expert continues to build his business successfully. He has achieved the rank of Emerald Director within our company. He is the co-founder of Duplicate Success International. He is an amazing leader, mentor, and most importantly, I'm very proud to call him my son. Jared, are you on the line?
I am, Dad. Thank you so much for the great introduction. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right. Welcome, everyone, to tonight's webinar. Really excited for everybody that's on. We have some great content prepared for you. And big welcome to everybody who's on for the very first time as well. And before we get into the webinar, I just want to remind you of our team DMO, stands for Daily Method of Operation. If you do these three things, you're going to be successful in your business. And the first one is use the products every day, AM and PM. Obviously, you need to be a product of the product and have your product story. Number two is do your 2-2-2 for the day, which is 2 presentation videos sent out, 2 follow-ups with prospects that are on the fence, and 2 calls to existing clients or team members. And this is really the key to the action part of your business, because without this, your business does not move forward. But it's very simple to do, just the 2-2-2 every single day. And then the last is your 15 minutes of personal development. And that's being on this webinar, listening to audios, reading books, and really improving your skill set. And 2 and 3 go hand in hand. You know, you don't want to go through a day where you're doing one or the other. You really need both, because all of the skills that you learn through your personal development affect your when you're out there actually making calls and talking to people. So these 3 things are the key. And if you do this every day, maybe 6 days a week, right? Take a day off for rest, you're going to be very successful with your USANA business. And right now we're going to recognize some of the people who've been doing their DMO, and you can tell because they're enrolling new people. So let's go ahead and get right into the recognition. Big welcome to our clients that started with us this last week. Big welcome to Linda Olvera, new client introduced by Don Morales. Welcome, Linda. Great job, Don. Also, big welcome to Christina Maria Stala, new client introduced by Don Morales. Way to go, Don. Two new clients this last week. Also, welcome to Imelda Uy and Chris Swanson, new clients introduced by Melita Sheets. Way to go, Melita, out there in Portland, Oregon. Also, welcome Ashley Van Camp, new client introduced by Phyllis Walker. Way to go, Phyllis. Also, welcome Mark Teormina, new client introduced by Phyllis Walker. Awesome job, Phyllis. 2 new clients this last week. Also, welcome Stephanie Bopp, new client introduced by Phyllis Walker. Wow, Phyllis, you're on a roll. Also, welcome Dennis Mueller, new client introduced by Betty Meyer. Way to go, Betty. All right, now we're going to give some recognition for a rank advancement. We actually had Trent Wilson advance to sharer last week. Big congratulations, Trent. He's pictured there with his lovely girlfriend. And Trent is actually a personal trainer, and he actually works as a radiology tech as well. And he made his first $50 check with USANA. You know, somebody who does that every week is making $200 a month, and their products are getting paid for. So you're on your way, Trent. We're very proud of you. Keep up the great work, sir. Also, big recognition thank you, Dad, for making this slide. Me and my wife were number 3 Emeralds in the U.S. last week. And thank you, team, because we couldn't have been there without you and all your hard work. That was actually during Christmas. We had an incredible week, one of the best weeks actually in the last 6 months of our business during Christmas holiday. Also, Renee and Megan Martinez, big congratulations, number 18. Top directors in the United States. That's a big deal, Renee and Megan. 2nd week in a row that you've been on that list. Way to be a top income earner in USANA. Team DSI South. Special announcements. So the Nutrimil is the 28 pack is still available if you want a 28 pack of the strawberry or the vanilla or the Dutch chocolate. And once those are gone, they're sold out. They're not coming back. So if you like that single serve convenience, definitely make your order. You can get that in the shopping cart. But the good news is Nutrimil is back to stay. So now we're going to have the best of both worlds. We're going to have Nutrimil and we're going to have the My Smart shakes. So the Dutch chocolate and French vanilla are here to stay. That's very exciting. And you can tell all of your clients. All right. Also, here are the people in the running for the Challenge U VIP status for the San Antonio event we have in 2 weeks. Renee and Megan and Martinez and Carmen and Byron Alaya both have 7 points. Lily and Galdiano, 5 points. Patty Garcia, 4 points. Claudia and Tony Zacharias, 3 points. Carlos Gomez, 3 points. And Don Morales, 2 points. You need to get to 10 points by this weekend. I'm sorry, by this Friday. And I just got off the phone with Brian Bulkey, and all the teams in San Antonio are going for this. And the people with the most points are going to win $300 cash, $200 cash, and $100 cash. And there's very few that I don't know how many have even gotten to 10 points. So guys, if you get like 12 points or 13 or 14 points, like you could literally win $300 cash. There's no reason why you couldn't. It's Monday. By Friday, you could definitely create some new business. I'm really proud of everybody on this list. And if you're not on this list, you can still definitely win. So let us know if you're in the San Antonio market or if you plan on being at the Challenge U event in San Antonio. What will you win if you get to 10 points? You will get VIP status to the event. You'll be getting free Rev 3s. You're going to be getting private training. During the lunch hour, you actually get a free lunch and private training, and you get to sit in the front on the VIP section. So, I mean, it's totally worth it, definitely. And you get 3 points for new associates on 100-point auto order and 1 point for new PCs on auto order. So you have 4 days left, and I know that you can do it. And that's the dates here for Challenge U. It's, again, January 12th through the 14th. And so you know, January 12th is a Thursday night only. It's a health and freedom presentation. So that's for guests. So obviously that's going to be a big opportunity for any prospects that you have on the fence for them to come and experience a big professional USANA presentation. I mean, imagine having to spend $1,200 to rent out a hotel room and do a big presentation. That's what you're getting. And you get that basically for free because your cost of admission. The price goes up after this Friday, January 6th. Right now it's $129, and you want to get it by this Friday because it goes up to $169 by January 7th. I thought it was $179, but it's $169. Still, it goes up by $40. May as well save that $40 and use it to buy lunch while you're at the event, or even better, go VIP and don't have to buy any lunch. And so that's the itinerary, and it's going to be the Thursday night opportunity presentation, and then Friday and Saturday it's going to be 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the La Quinta Riverwalk. We're very excited. We're only about, I guess, 13 days away, so it's coming up, guys. Also, if you're in the Salt Lake City market, the same Challenge U event's going to be in Salt Lake City January 26th through the 28th. So the opportunity presentation will be Thursday night, the 26th, and then the event is going to go Friday and Saturday, the 27th and 28th, at the USANA home office in Salt Lake City. And the price there is $99 a ticket. It's a little cheaper because they're doing it at the USANA home office. And you have till this Friday to get it in the Salt Lake market. Also, we have our Track WAPnWin contest going on. And big congratulations to the people that are in this incentive. This is for our events that are happening in April. We always do an incentive that goes towards our big event. And the events that you can choose from is Houston, Texas in March 4th, then Washington, D.C., March 18th, Chicago, Illinois, March 25th, San Antonio, Texas, April 1st, and San Diego, California, April 8th. So those are your options. But when you get the most points, you're going to win cash. And right now we have a lot of people competing. I'm really proud of everybody on this list. Our top three is Renee and Megan Martinez with 46 points, Carlos Gomez with 38 points, and Claudia and Tony Zacharias with 33 points. Followed closely by Lilian Galdiano, 29 points, Patty Garcia, 29 points, Carmen Olaya, 27, Phyllis Walker, 25, Rodolfo and Stella, 22, Don Morales, 22. I mean, I'm proud of everybody that's on this list. There's 11 weeks left, so this is literally anybody's game. Team DSI South is leading the way right now, but let's see how it goes. I'm proud of everybody for taking the initiative. You might, if you're watching this for the first time, you might be saying, well, what is this? What is this incentive? Well, basically, it's around doing the right habits, because if you have good habits, you're going to build a very big business. What are the good habits? Well, it's simple. have your binder made of DMO trackers and weekly action plans so that you can plan your week and work your plan. Register for the next US celebration. Have a rank advancement in your business. Make your weekly action plan by Sunday night. Do your DMO tracker, post that by Sunday night. Register your new associates for the big event. You get points for enrolling brand new associates. You get points for enrolling new clients. So this is how you do it, and you get points. And again, if you're not even playing right now, but you want to play, just let us know, and you'll start to be in the running. It's definitely worth it. We do these pretty regularly. So the whole key to your business is consistent action creates consistent results. You really have to get that consistently to make money at this and make it long term. The prizes: first place is $200, second place is $125, and third place is $75. But wait, there's more. By going to the event, you'll get the prizes will double. So if you take first place and you attend the event, you get $400. If you take second place and you attend the event, you get $250. And if you take third place and you attend the event, you get $150. So we obviously incentivize the people that are going to the events. So put on a winning smile and go get them. Today's forecast is 100% chance of winning. And just before we get into the training, just a friendly reminder, when you enroll a new client, make sure you add them to the USANA clients page and make a post, make them feel special and important. Also, make sure for new associates, you add them to the Team DSI page and add them to the group there and make them feel special and important. It's very critical that you help your new associates and clients feel welcome, because that's what gets them to stay. People join for the cause, but they stay for the feel. Also, congratulations to everyone who's been commenting. Thank you for all of your comments. It makes your new associates feel very welcome, and your new clients when everybody's commenting. And also, when you enroll a new associate, make sure you add them to Hybrid Solutions, because Hybrid Solutions is over 6,000 USANA associates, and it's a great community of associates around the world. And if you need a product success story, you can also go ask it at Hybrid Solutions. One more special announcement. We have new tools. We'll probably be doing a training on these new tools here in the upcoming weeks. But the client welcome sheet is amazing. We just enrolled a new client, and just today with Lorena Galdiano and Lillian Galdiano. Great job, ladies. And we gave their new client the client welcome sheet, and immediately that client was getting our text messages, getting our emails, listening to the Power of Cellular Nutrition. We set up the meeting for his product opening call. Same thing with the associate welcome sheet. It works so great. And then the first hour checklist as well. So we'll be giving you a tour of those new tools probably on our next webinar. And now we're going to take a 5-second break, because we're going to, for the editing purposes, and I'm going to come back and do this training on the 3 keys to breaking through in your business in 2017. Hello, my name is Jared Crebs. I'm pictured here with my wife, Crystal, and our dog, Tasia. We live in San Antonio, Texas. We're Emerald Directors, co-founders of Team DSI, and tonight's training is the year for a 2017 breakthrough, 3 keys to your breakthrough. So these keys are something that I learned from Tony Robbins, and I have mentioned this on previous webinars, but I haven't gone deeply into it. And this is a really key part of success in your business. And when I learned this from Tony Robbins, it's like, I reflect on my 11 years in the company, and I think, you know what? That is how I was able to be successful in USANA, and I didn't even know what I was doing. And now that I actually know these 3 keys, I consciously apply them every single day. And I want to share them with you, because if we're all applying them, and many of you are probably already applying some of them, but when you're consciously applying all 3 every single day, your business can't help but have a breakthrough. So I hope you have a pen and paper handy. I hope you're ready to take notes. I hope you're ready to apply these things, because these are some critical things that really, when you know the theory behind it, and you know why these things give you a breakthrough in business, then you're going to do them a lot more consistently. And so the first thing that I want you guys to know and to write down or screenshot is energy comes from psychology. It's the way you think and feel. So, sometimes people say, well, where does energy come from? Some people will say, well, energy comes from food, right? If I eat the right foods, and you do need to eat the right foods. But energy doesn't come from food. It doesn't come from sleep. Some people say, if I get a good night's sleep. But have you ever gone to sleep, or have you ever been like really tired, and then you get some news or you get something that happens, and then all of a sudden you're jolted with energy and you can't go to sleep like all night? So your state doesn't come from those things. It actually comes from the way you think and the way you feel. So that's the real key before you go out and build your business, is make sure that you're thinking well and feeling well. And it's easier said than done, but that's what this is. This is about managing your state. You absolutely have to stay in a good state, a positive state. And the key to staying in your state is gratitude. Write that down, gratitude. That's one of the main things. And when I'm every single night when I go to bed, I write down 3 wins. Write this down too if you're listening. Get a gratitude journal, and just like I get a little notebook from HEB, just a little kind of probably $2 notebook, and every night I write down 3 wins. I write down 3 things that I can improve, 3 ways I can improve, and I write 3 new things that I'm grateful for, like new things that I've never been grateful for in my life. And then I write down 10 things that I'm grateful for. And that puts me in the best state before I go to sleep. Gratitude is the key. Trading your expectations for appreciation. See, we can all achieve our goals, and I'm about to go into the 3 keys to a breakthrough. But one of the things that, even when you get your goals, it's your state. I mean, how happy would achieving your goals make you feel? Right? Probably pretty happy, but it wears off. The way to stay happy consistently has nothing to do with achieving your goals. And trading expectations for appreciation is the key to keeping your state good. I'm going to give you an example. So, for example, I expect to be already a 5-star diamond director. I think I've been in this 11 years. I should already be at the very top of the company, and that's my expectation. I need to trade my expectation for appreciation. Thank you so much for all the great people that I have, great people in my life, great success that we have had as Emerald Directors. Thank you for this journey. And I'm going to trade my expectation for appreciation. You might think that you should be further along in your business. That's an expectation. Trade it for appreciation. Appreciate all your clients. Appreciate even your struggles. Appreciate what you've had to go through to have the success and to know what you know. I'll give you another example, and this is something that you can use in your personal life as well. My wife, for example, Crystal, I can't remember exactly what happened. I think it was like she didn't do something, like she didn't clean the kitchen, or she didn't do something that I expected her to do. And instead of being in an upset state, which I could have been, I said to her, baby, I'm going to exchange my expectations for appreciation. And I just started talking about the things I appreciate about her. I appreciate how easygoing you are. I appreciate all the things you do to help our business. I appreciate all the bookkeeping, the admin, all the webinar posts, everything you do for our business. I'm not happy that you didn't clean the kitchen, but I am going to exchange that for appreciation of you right now. And I know you still will, clean the kitchen. And so that's just an example of like exchanging the expectations for appreciation. And your gratitude and your appreciation is a good way to keep your state going, right? But there's 2 other things, okay? And write these 2 down. The other thing about being in state is emotion is created by motion. So I'm going to go into some of these other slides. The energetic shift can be made in just a few seconds. Okay? It's not what you say, it's not how you say it, it's the state in which you say it. And so emotion is created by motion. The way you move determines the way you feel. So when I was listening to Tony Robbins, he basically talks about how okay, it's good to be appreciative, right? Like I think I've already hit home that point that we need to appreciate and exchange our expectations for appreciation. But the next step to take it to the next level is emotion is created by motion. So when you put on good music, like a song you really like, and you like jump up and down and you kind of get yourself in a state, you're happier, you're excited, you're magnetic, you're in a great state, and so everybody will listen to you. And so it's best to, before you make your phone calls, turn on a song that you like, rock out to it, jam out to it, sing to it, jump up and down to it, but do it intentionally. See, it's only okay usually for people to get excited about, like, if they win the lottery, or if they are at a sporting event, or if their sports team wins, a game or a championship, they get all excited and they cheer and they get in a great state about a sports event, and it's okay. But if you get excited just for no reason, you're kind of like weird. Well, guess what? I want to be weird and rich instead of, poor and average, right? So I want to encourage you guys, get yourself in state. Actually put on some songs that you like. Jump up and down for a couple minutes, get positive, get excited, and then make your phone calls. I cannot tell you how critical this is. Emotion is created by motion, and you can do it in a few seconds. You don't even have to listen to a 3-minute song or a 5-minute song. You could do it in a minute. But just get yourself in state, jump up and down, get crazy. In fact, if you're listening to this webinar right now, I want to challenge you to get up, get your blood flowing, jump up and down a little bit. This is really how you change your state, and then go out there and make your phone calls. All right, so this is obviously one of the critical parts of your breakthrough. You have to control your state every single day. And if you feel bad, don't make your phone calls. Go take a nap, get back in state, and once you feel good, then make your phone calls, then go to your mixers, then meet with your prospects. So it's really critical that you manage your state, and you do that every day. In fact, that's my goal, is to live my life in a good state, whether things are going for me or not, because no amount of money in the bank also will solve that. Obviously we have to save, we have to do the right things, but our state is really the key. There's so many rich, miserable people in a horrible state. That's not living life abundantly either. Okay, so the next part here is, why do you want your goals to come true? It's just because of the feeling that they will give you, right? So like, you might want to own a house outright cash. Why do you want to have that? Probably because the feeling of security. Or maybe you want to have all your debt paid off. Why do you want to have all your debt paid off? The feeling that it will give you. Or have so much money in the bank, or buy this type of vehicle for somebody, or whatever your goals are, right? Be there for your kids, send your kids to a private school. I mean, whatever those goals are, why do you want those? It's because of the feeling that they will give you. Wouldn't it be amazing to just feel the joy of accomplishing your goals now before you accomplish them? Okay, I'm going to repeat that question. Wouldn't it be amazing to feel the joy of accomplishing your goals now before you accomplish them? You know how kids, when they're like they're little, they play house, and like the boys pretend like they're the dad, and the moms or the girls pretend like they're the mom, and they play house, and the kids pretend that they are I don't know, that they're not. They just pretend. It's just like, but they're just being that. And so that's what I challenge you to do. And the way that I do that is every morning when I open my eyes, the first thing I do is I put 2 hands over my heart, and I think of 3 things I'm really grateful for in my life. And this morning I thought of being really grateful for my parents, really grateful for my wife, and really grateful for LaRue Epler, who's one of my mentors in my life. And I thought about gratitude, and then I visualized the feeling of achieving my goals, of being an executive 1-star diamond director, of having a certain amount of money in the bank, of giving a certain amount of money, of having our systems done, of having so many gold directors, which all of you on the line I expect to be. And I visualize those things every morning. And I've been visualizing like that for years, guys, years. And that's how I draw leaders to me, because I visualize, and I visualize that in the mornings. And so I want you guys to put yourself in that, just give yourself 5 to 10 minutes every morning. when you wake up, put your hands over your heart. Think of 3 things you're truly grateful for, 3 relationships, maybe 3 moments in your life you're truly grateful for. And put yourself in a good state, and then visualize your dreams coming true. You have to put your attention there. And that goes into the number 2 part of the breakthrough. So we've already talked about the first one, which is your state, but the second one is your story. Okay, remember there's 3 keys here. So far we've only talked about the first one, but the second one here is your story. Now, your story. I got to go back one. We don't talk much about strategies in this training, but the reason why. Let me just recap here. The number 3rd one is your strategies. Now, when you build your business, you have to follow good strategies. And we're going to review in reverse order. We're going to start with strategies. But I just want to say that your strategies are in the Team DSI systems. They work. You just have to use them consistently. A lot of times your business isn't growing just because your numbers are low. If your numbers got high, you're doing the same things, doing the same calls, same scripts, make the scripts your own, give the scripts your own energy, that your results will go up. Leanne Jacobs said it best last week when she was the guest on our webinar, is you just have to increase your numbers. Many times there's nothing else holding you back from success in your business except numbers, literally increasing your phone calls, increasing the amount of people watching videos, increasing the amount of people you have at mixers, increasing the amount of 3-way calls that you're doing with your upline. I want to challenge you to be doing 3-way calls, guys. That's one of the main keys to your business. Use your mentors on 3-way calls. All right, so your story is what requires more work, all right? The strategies, there's lots of strategies out there that work, and again, our systems are there for you. You can obviously try other strategies as well, but why reinvent the wheel when we already have proven strategies? The next thing here is your story. Now, guys and gals, your story is actually what requires more work. We've talked about your state, and you do have to control your state, but your story requires an equal effort. And so let me just explain to you. First, identify the story that has been holding you back. I want you to figure it out right now, and I want you to text it to me. Those of you who have my cell phone number, or if you're my friend on Facebook, send me a private message right now. Tell me the story that's holding you back. Send me a text. I'm waiting for a text or a private message on Facebook. Basically, what that is people say, I don't have enough time. You know, I build my business, and I have a job, and I have kids, and I just don't have enough time. Or maybe their story is, I'm divorced, and you know, my husband or my wife left me, and I'm scarred, and I'm healing, and I just need time, and I can't do anything right now. Maybe their story is, I'm too young. You know, I'm too young. People aren't going to respect me or pay attention to me because I haven't been successful in business. You know, maybe your story is, I'm too old. You know, I'm too old. I don't know technology. Maybe, you know, that's your story. Whatever your story is, you have to figure it out. I'll tell you my story. My story is, I don't know how to create gold directors. Like that's been a problem for me going to the next level. And so that was what I wrote down in the training, is I don't know how to create gold and above directors, like new golds and above. And so what Tony Robbins says is, you got to figure out what your story is, and then you have to change the story. Okay, so you have to rewrite your story and tell yourself your new story every day. So I just got a text here from one of our team members. My husband isn't working USANA with me, and I'm so old already. Okay, so that's your story. So you have to rewrite your story, and you actually have to say, and here's what I did. I actually visualized myself creating gold directors and being one of the best leaders in the company. My story is now I create gold directors easily and effortlessly, and I wrote it down on a 3x5 index card. And I am mentoring 3 or more people in each of my legs to make $1,000 a month and then $1,000 a week. Every single day when I go brush my teeth, I tell myself my new story. Write that down. When you go brush your teeth, tell yourself your new story twice a day. If some of you maybe brush your teeth 3 times a day, whenever you go brush your teeth, tell yourself your new story. You got to change your story, guys. You have to rewrite your story. I got another one here from an associate on our team. My story is I'm too comfortable in what I have achieved in life and the money I currently have saved. Okay, so now there's a story, right? So change that story. And what is the new story? If that was my story, I might say, I take action. I take action no matter what. I'm taking action for the good of humanity. Or I'm taking action to help other people get in my situation, in my great financial situation. I'm taking action to give back. And so whatever that story is, first it takes some courage to admit whatever your story is that's holding you back. But once you've identified that, you've got to change it, and you got to really repeat it every single day. Your new story, your new story, your new story. All right. Everybody has limiting beliefs and limiting stories. And so this is a key thing here. And wherever focus goes, energy flows. So as I tell myself, I create gold directors. I'm one of the best gold director creators in the company. I start to see opportunities to create gold directors. I start to seek out coaching. You guys know I hired a coach. I have an MLM coach. I have a gentleman that his name is Simon Chan. He's a 3-star diamond in USANA. I actually hire him. Me and my parents actually we co-hired him to coach us. He coaches me mostly. My parents, thank you so much for your support with that, because they actually split the cost with me, and they're on every webinar or on every coaching call. But it's because we want to create gold directors. We want you to be a gold and above. We expect you to become a gold and above. We know you can do it. And guess what we learned? That since we've been telling this story to ourselves, we're attracting amazing people like you. And that's really critical that we're keep telling ourselves that story, because guess what? We're going to create a lot of new gold directors and above. Rubies, emeralds, diamonds, people that even pass us up in the company. We'll be very proud. We'll be happy when that happens. Star diamonds. All right, because we're changing our story. So wherever you change your story, wherever your focus goes, energy flows. Right? I got a text here. I'm working my butt off to be your next gold director. Thank you, Renee Martinez. There you go. We're attracting it now even more, getting it in texts. So you guys got to change your story, okay? Remember, you got to keep a good state. Visualize in the morning, put yourself in a good state. Always count your blessings at night. Write them down in a gratitude journal. Those of you who do this, I swear to you, I know not everyone's going to do this, but the people who do, watch out in your business. You're going to have a breakthrough. Write down your new story. Every day you go brush your teeth, go read yourself your new story. Read it 10 times. In fact, look in the mirror, read it 10 times, and just get on fire with your new story. Give yourself that. You deserve that. Why live with a limiting belief? Okay? And then the strategies. We already talked about the strategies, but you have to apply it. You have to apply it. So this last slide says your state, but we've already covered your state. Remember, the keys to your state is trading your expectations for appreciation in every aspect of your life. Okay, that's really one of the key things about fulfillment. Then obviously doing the gratitude journal, and then getting yourself in state. Turn on some music, get some motion going. Also, working out regularly is really good for keeping you in a good state. So obviously, I know a lot of you work out. Maybe some of you who don't, maybe you consider working out a couple days a week, because that's going to help your state. Your state is your life. It doesn't matter how much money you have in your bank account. It doesn't matter how much whatever resources you have. If you're in a bad state, you're in hell. If you're in a good state, you're in heaven. And if we all take care of our states, then we can create an amazing life for us and our families. No one's perfect. No one's going to be in a great state all the time. So I want to end this training with just a little tip for when you do get pissed off. When you get in a time where you just can't help it. You're just mad. You're just angry. There's just no way you can get out of it. Because when you're in that mood, when something really tease you off or gets you angry or gets you upset, you can't get happy right away. It's too big of a jump. You can't, it'd be fake. So the way that you do it, if you're really upset and you're just like you're just in a bad state, and you know you're in a bad state. That's the first step, is to just know, hey, I'm in a bad state. But the second thing is just to appreciate something, okay? Like appreciate your breath, or appreciate something else. And you basically got to pull yourself out of a bad state by appreciating little things. And eventually, when you get to maybe appreciating, 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 things, then maybe you're okay, right? Maybe you're not still in a happy high state, but you can get yourself out of it with a little appreciation. So I'm not trying to say be a robot. No one's perfect or whatever. No one's going to stay in a great state 100% of the time. But you got to have these skills, and you got to know what it takes. Okay, so to recap again, the 3 things, just to recap our training. You have to control your state every day. Change your story. Write it down on a little 3x5 index card and repeat it every single day when you go brush your teeth, or when you're eating food, or take your story around with you. Give yourself a new story. You deserve that. Wherever your attention goes is where energy flows. And then the last thing is you have to follow good strategies. Our team DSI systems. Literally, we've made a 6-figure income for 2 years in a row just from doing these strategies and working with our associates doing these strategies. So we have the strategies. You control your story, you change your state, you're going to have a breakthrough in 2017. I want to thank you for attending this webinar, this training. I look forward to hearing about your breakthroughs in 2017 and visiting with you at an event soon. Okay, guys, to end the training tonight, pull out your calendar, get ready for 2017. So we got Challenge U the 12th through the 14th at the La Quinta Riverwalk. We've already talked about that, but it's 129 till January 6th. So you want to get your ticket by this Friday. Also, USANA Home Office is going to be the big Challenge U in USANA, 26th to the 28th. Again, if you're not in San Antonio, or you're not in Salt Lake City, you can fly to either one of these and let us know. Let my parents know, or let myself know if you're going to come and you're from out of state, and we'll find you roommates, and we'll make sure you have a great experience at these events. The Sweet Retreat is actually only 4 weeks away. Ladies, the Sweet Retreat's 4 weeks away. So you need to get your ticket. If you don't already have one, contact my wife or my mother. And look at all the awesome ladies at our team that were there last year. I cannot wait for you to be at the Sweet Retreat. I'm jealous I don't get to go. The Hyatt Regency, February 2nd through the 4th. And then March 2nd through the 4th is Creating and Empowering Successful Women Entrepreneurs, the top women leaders in network marketing. That's hosted by Eric Worre, Mr. GoPro himself. Also, the Houston, Texas celebration, March 4th. That's in Espanol. It's going to be a great event. Then the Washington, D.C. celebration, March 18th, for those of you on the East Coast. The Chicago, Illinois celebration, March 25th, for those of you in the Midwest. The San Antonio, Texas celebration, April 1st, for those of you in the Southwest. And we're excited for sure. It's going to be at the Omni La Mansión del Rio, downtown San Antonio. There's a location right there, Lillian Galdiano. She was asking me about that. San Diego, April 8th. Very exciting. San Diego, April 8th for the West Coast. So guys, these events are happening. It's critical that you get there and you take your team members with you. Choose one and go to it. And then the most important event of the year is definitely the Salt Lake City International Convention, August 16th through the 19th. It's our 25th anniversary. And the thing about this event here is that you're not only hearing from all the top people in our company, but literally all people from 20 different countries are there. We take over downtown Salt Lake City. You're going to hear from Dr. Wentz, our founder, from Dr. Oz. He's been at our last 5 international conventions. The 25th anniversary is special. They're probably going to do something big. For the 20th anniversary, we actually got all iPads. Literally, they gave everybody an iPad, not like a good iPad, not a knockoff. It was Apple. It was an Apple iPad. And it was the newer one. I mean, it wasn't like the old one. It was freaking awesome. So maybe they'll do something big like that. Who knows? Maybe they'll give everyone a MacBook Pro. Renee Martinez, that would be awesome. I would love that, but I doubt they'd go that crazy. But wouldn't that be awesome? Anyway, you never know. But being at this event is the most important event of the year, not just for what you might get from from the company, but from what you learn from being in the environment. It is the most important event of the year. And look at this. We already have over 50 people registered for international convention. So if you're not registered for this, make sure that you basically you have to find a ticket on Facebook because it's sold out. So the only way you can buy a ticket is the only way you can buy a ticket is going on Facebook and actually posting, "Hey, I want to buy a convention ticket," and you can get one. So guys, this is pretty important. You know, your international convention. All right, mark your calendars for November 8th through the 12th in Punta Cana. That's the next trip you can win. Success on the Beach. You can actually win it, all expenses paid. Or you can win it partially paid, or you can just go and pay your own way. Either way, you can go have a vacation with the USANA family. Mark your calendars, November 8th through the 12th in Punta Cana. If you're wondering how you can win this, it's go to this link, puntacana.teamdsi.info. It's there. There's a 10-minute video on how you can win that trip. Also, the GoPro Recruiting Mastery event. We're already planning out a year in advance, November 16th through the 18th. Mr. GoPro himself, Eric Worre, is there. Tony Robbins, one of the top 6 most influential people in the world in business, and Pitbull, who's a world-renowned recording artist, music artist, and an entrepreneur, is going to be there. It's a unique event. It's not done by USANA. It's actually the whole industry. It's the most expensive event that we have throughout the year, $400, but payment plans are available. So let us know. If you're when you're registered for that. I know we have several that are already registered for that. We'll be making a flyer on that. But yeah, I'm really proud of everybody who's going to GoPro for 2017 and proud of the ones who also went for 2016. Texas Associates, we're going to have a Thursday mixer in San Antonio, January 5th at Health Natural Solutions from 7 to 8:30. It's going to be an amazing mixer. And Utah Associates, this Thursday, January 5th, one-star diamond director Sterling Otteson is going to be there. That's USANA's first associate, by the way. This guy's at the top of the chain. So definitely it's going to be a unique experience for me to learn from Sterling Otteson. That's Thursday at 7. And then look at this. This is a picture of the bins that I keep in the trunk of my car. I want you to always be prepared. Always have GoPro books. Always have GoPro audios. Always have newspapers. You got to be prepared for those people that you can help. And always have, take your computer to your mixers. Have all your copies printed out. Be that leader. Don't rely on your upline to have their forms. Use your forms. You be that leader for your team and be a pro. All right, so that concludes our webinar. We're done 15 minutes early, and so we're going to open it up for questions and or comments. Go ahead and text me if you have a question, or I might just open it up for some comments. We're going to start with Renee Martinez in Pleasanton, Texas. Renee, what was the highlight for you on the webinar?
Hello, Jared. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. What was the highlight for you on the webinar?
The highlight for me was just all the training about the stuff you were talking about, waking up in the morning and just thinking of stuff that you're grateful for and just always being in the right state, because I mean that does make a big difference in your everyday life. I know even whenever I go to the gym, if I'm not in the right state, I can't even, I just leave. I don't even stay and do anything. So with your business, you have to be in the right state, especially if you want to sign somebody up. If you're in the right state, they're gonna want to follow you. They're not gonna want to run away from you.
Absolutely. Very, very well said.
So that was pretty nice to hear all that.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thanks for being always on the webinars. We appreciate your consistency.
Yes, sir.
Team DSI South.
Wolfpack.
Awesome. All right, let's go to Karen Stewart. Oh, Karen, maybe you can call in, Karen. I'd love to say hello to you. Let's go to Phyllis Walker from Utah. I just unmuted you, Phyllis. You have to unmute yourself, Phyllis. You're able to. How about Sally Passain from Washington? I'm going to unmute you. Man, I'm having trouble unmuting people. There we
Jared,
go.
can you
Hi,
hear me?
Sally.
Hi.
Yeah. What was the highlight for you on the webinar?
Well, like the training, but I did come in a bit late. I just got off work, so I don't have too much. I'll have to re-listen to it again.
Oh, totally understand. Was there anything that caught your ear while that you did hear?
Well, state of mind is always a really good one. It absolutely is.
Mm-hmm.
I personally have a Christmas brain right now because I work retail, and so my state of mind isn't so good. But I actually have my first 2 days off in a row coming up tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to working on my USANA business the next couple days. So I just wanted to start it off by hitting the meeting tonight online. So I rushed home to get to you.
Oh,
So I caught the
awesome.
tail end of it.
Well, I am super excited about you doing your business in the next few days, and you're right. The state of mind is the key. So now you'll have the tools to be in a positive state and make those calls.
Yep, that's what needs to happen.
Yep, and I want to suggest highly that you do a lot of three-way calls. Having your prospects watch the video, and then saying, hey, can I practice the video on you? Send them the video, and then say, when can you watch it for sure? And they're going to say, oh, I can watch it tomorrow, or I can watch it today. At what time? And then you'll say, I'll call you back. And when you call them back, get my mother or my father or Karen Stewart on
Okay.
a three-way call.
Right.
And the Team DSI superscripts, actually, there's a script that you can introduce the expert with. It's on page 4 of the Team DSI superscripts. And I want you to use an expert as many times as you can, because if you can use their story, you're gonna sign up 10 times more people by using three-way calls. Like, even if none of them are available, call me. We'll do
Okay.
three-way. All right.
I'll do.
So keep up the great work, Sally.
Thank you.
All right. Oh, look, we got Phyllis is unmuted.
Yes.
Phyllis, are you there?
Yes, I am, Jared. Can you hear me?
Yes. What was the highlight for you on the webinar?
Well, as you know, I went to the GoPro also, but to hear you state the story and the strategies in your own words is good. It's a good refresher, and I appreciate it.
Oh, you're so welcome. I'm excited that you went to GoPro. I'm really proud of you, and really congratulations on enrolling so many new clients this past week. Great job.
Well, thank you.
All right, good to hear your voice. Happy New Year.
Thank you. Happy New Year to you too.
Thank you. Let's go to Karen Stewart in Utah. What was the highlight for you, Karen?
Hi, I say that it was writing my story.
Oh, your story, changing your story.
Yes. And repeating.
Repeating the story. Oh, totally.
Yeah. I've really strongly lately wanted to, and I haven't done it yet. In fact, I was talking with my husband about this. I said, write out what it would be like if we were successful, if we had, and what kind of an income that we'd really like to have, and to talk with him about that and get a picture. And that goes right along with waking up in the morning, visualizing that situation.
Oh, good job. Waking up in the morning and visualizing. I'm proud of you. That's what it takes. I lost you, Karen.
Oh, sorry. Thank you for.
Hey, it was good to hear you, though. You sounded great for the time I could hear you. Thank you. And absolutely visualizing. That is the key. And changing your story. And getting your husband involved. Way to go, Karen. We lost Karen. Okay, let's go to Luis Gomez and Whitney Betancourt. All right, Luis and Whitney, what were the highlights for you on the webinar?
Pretty much I already got all that set in my mind. I already knew that that's what I have to do. Me and Whitney already been thinking of plans. Pretty much everything you said, we already thought of. And
Awesome.
We already have a strategy down, always thinking positive. We don't need to change our story, really. And we just got a lot of plans down, and we're ready for this new year to be positive, and we got Saturday is gonna be our second mixer, but we're gonna host it ourselves, and we're gonna have my uncle Carlos helping us out with that.
Oh, fantastic!
Yes, sir.
Way
and
to go.
yeah, we're just looking forward to helping people out. It's not just about making money; it's about helping other people.
Yep.
About their health. We get benefited, they get benefited. We're more leaning towards clients right now, and to motivate more associates to come by and be interested.
Cool. Awesome, man. Well, just keep doing what you're doing. Really proud of you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, and very good for being on the webinar. Great job tonight. That's a really critical piece, is being on these webinars every Monday.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Keep up the great work.
Thank you.
Let's go to Carlos Gomez in Poteet, Texas. Carlos, what was the highlight for you on the webinar?
What's up, Jared? How's it going?
Doing great.
I liked it all, especially the state of mind and having the story, especially when it comes really down like to people, like if you want to really get them motivated and get them going. Like a lot of people always go around if they get something, a messed up order at a restaurant, they try to get their money back, or stuff like that. But like people don't go look in the mirror at themselves and like, hey, you know what? How come you didn't wake up at 5 a.m? How come you didn't go to the gym? And talk to themselves like that. To get that state of mind, like, and like the story, like all in one. Like people don't do that. They just like blaming other things instead of like going in the mirror, like, hey, you know what? You didn't put in the 100% to do this. You didn't put in the 100% in that workout today. And like that's just more of the state of mind in the story. That's something I always do, and something I learned a while back. And I think it helps a lot, especially like because people like blaming other things, or they couldn't do this because of that. They couldn't do this because of that. But in the end, it's on them. You just gotta go look in the mirror and talk to yourself like, you're the one who's not doing the 100%. How come you didn't do this? And it's stuff you just got to do if you really want to succeed and keep going and get more people motivated, and it'll get you wherever you want to go.
Yeah, well, for sure, man. And what was the highlight for you on the webinar?
The state of mind and having the story.
Okay, the story's changing your story.
Yeah.
And state of mind. Awesome. Well, Carlos, I'm proud of you, bro. You're a lifer. You're USANA for life.
Yeah.
You are. I'm proud of you, man. Keep up the great work.
Thank you. Will do.
All right. Let's go to Rebecca Bowles in San Antonio. Rebecca, what was the highlight for you on the webinar? You there, Rebecca? I guess not. Thought she was on. She might have walked away. All right, I'm going to give the last word to Randy and Viola Krebs in Salt Lake City. Mom and Dad, what was the highlight for you on the webinar?
Yes, I absolutely loved your training, Jared. I really actually love all your trainings. I get so much out of them. I like how you made it simple, the Tony Robbins training. Like Phyllis was saying, we were there, we were at GoPro, but you put it in a really simple way, like 1, 2, 3. And it really is simple. I mean, it takes intentional activity to do it. And I know that you are the master of visualizing. I mean, you've been talking it and doing it and teaching it from day one, but this is just a little more advanced level. Of course, Tony Robbins, we keep working on ourselves, but I think this is really the key. This is the key for everyone, to just stay in the state and keep on doing this intentionally.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yep, it's all about the story we tell ourselves and the state that we're in.
And the strategy.
Yeah, the strategies continue to improve. People get better and better at their skills if they do the first two.
Yes, that's true.
For sure. Awesome. Well, thank you, Mom. Is Dad available, or is he watching the baby?
He has stepped out with the baby for a minute.
Okay. Awesome. All right. So we're going to unmute the lines and we're going to end the night by everyone saying good night and God bless. If you're in there. All right, everyone. Good night and God bless.
Good night and God bless.
Good night. God bless.
God bless.
I feel blessed.
Click on it.